I will be your tour guide today to Advantage Anywhere. Now that includes our brand new predictive follow-up. I'm very excited to show you that today. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you to throw away everything you know about CRM or traditional sales and marketing systems. That's exactly what we did. And what we're about to show you here today is a new, logical, intentional reimagining, if you will, of what sales and marketing automation should do, what it should be, and what it should look like. And I'm very excited to show it to you today. As you know, the sales and marketing landscape has changed dramatically over the last 30 or so years. In the 70s and 80s, we had the Rolodex. Now, it was a great place to organize our business cards alphabetically, put in our contacts, and at least we could find information. But we quickly outgrew it, and in the 90s and 2000, they introduced the CRM, or Client Relationship Manager. As we lovingly call it, it's a client relationship maze because it's where contacts go in, but they never quite make it out. But it's essentially an electronic Rolodex. You could search on it electronically, and you could share with other people within your company. But in the last 10 years or so, the Internet has really changed everything. It's created new sales and marketing opportunities, new challenges, and now we need new strategies. Those include email, social media, online, content marketing, you name it. So in the last couple of years or so, you've seen the invention of a lot of new online marketing tools, which is all great. The problem, however, is that they are disjointed. They're separate. You have to do all this extra work to manage them. You have to jump between these different tools. You have to move your contacts, copy and import and export them back and forth. And you've seen some of the big names who tried to bolt some of them together. But if you've talked to anyone who's done that, you've heard that it's very expensive. It can be time-consuming, very confusing. The end result is hard to work with, and in the end, it ends up looking and feeling more like a hybrid Frankenstein that's clearly been bolted all together. So we find ourselves faced with certain business issues, certain challenges that we've got to deal with. The first of those challenges is that the tools that are available are generic, and they're not designed for our sales model. They're more designed for anybody but not really anybody. And we've been forced to change how you sell or how you track information and really forced to fit into their square peg instead of them modeling around how we do business. The second challenge has been the Internet. We've got to keep up with today's marketing and sales, especially the Internet. And in order to do that, you've got to have multiple tools, one for your email campaigns, another one for social media marketing, your online content marketing. You've got to have some way to track and do sales follow-up. You need spreadsheets. And all of that leaves you with disjointed process, manually updating of spreadsheets that take extra time, cost extra money, and create added stress. The third big, huge money-costing issue is follow-up. Follow-up traditionally is very subjective. It's unplanned, it's poorly thought out, it's inconsistent because it's personality dependent. Depending on who's doing your follow-up, you're going to get different results. And as a result, it's driven by guesswork instead of metrics. So it's ineffective, and oftentimes it's MIA. In fact, statistically, about 80% of the time, follow-up never even happens. And that, as you know, is costing you new sales that you don't even know about because they never happened. Well, obviously, this whole thing needed to be rethought out. And we did. We created Advantage Anywhere. It's really the next generation beyond CRM. It's a completely reimagined system designed specifically to model around your processes and your culture. It's an all-in-one, so everything's included in one place. All of your sales and marketing is in one super tool. And we call it a super tool because it's embedded with pre-planned follow-up tasks, follow-up activities that are automated, and now they're ranked for their effectiveness, which we call predictive follow-up. And just as a bonus, Advantage Anywhere is very game-like, and it's a fun experience for your people to use because it's interactive, it's colorful. It's really the best new way to get sales in your business and your organization. So the result of all this reimagining is that we're able to consistently improve our sales closing rates, which is what we're all about. So let me show you what I mean. Advantage Anywhere gives you everything you need to do your sales and marketing in one place. Yes, it includes your CRM built in. Although it's not CRM, there's a best-in-class CRM built right in. It includes your email and your print marketing that you can do directly from inside the system. So you're accessing live contacts. No more exporting lists, no more jumping between systems or going back to document who received what. You can post to your social media, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter from directly inside the system. And then we've created some proprietary technologies that really give you an advantage over your competition. One of those is what we call sticky points. Sticky point technology is amazing, and I'm going to show you that system because it automatically captures your leads from your internet, your website, your pay-per-clicks, your social media, even your outbound email campaigns. Those leads go back directly into your system instantly without you manually ever having to enter them. And then Sticky Points automatically starts your follow-up with them that's personalized and tracks that lead through your entire sales process. I'll show you Sticky Points as we get into it. And then in order to make sure that those very expensive and precious leads never fall through the follow-up cracks, we created another proprietary technology called Task-O-Matics. And we've just recently unveiled a predictive follow-up built into Task-O-Matics. That's going to blow your mind. I'll show you that in a second as well. Advantage Anywhere also includes real-time sales tracking opportunities, building your sales opportunity, the pricing, generating your agreements, emailing them out, tracking the status of your sales, and all that directly in Advantage Anywhere. And of course, all of this would mean nothing to you as a manager if you couldn't harness that information. So Advantage Anywhere includes what we call interactive clickable reports that are amazing, second to none. You can drill down into details and monitor every aspect of your marketing efforts, your effectiveness, your team productivity, all in real time. So you can kiss all those spreadsheets goodbye because everything's in real time. So let me take 30 seconds to quickly explain our proprietary Task-O-Matic technology that I mentioned to you earlier. All of these features that I have shown you have one thing in mind, and that's your success. If we can get you organized, if we can create processes that are personalized around how you do business, and then automate them all, you're going to save time, you're going to save hassle, you're going to be more competitive, and you're going to make more money. And Task-O-Matics go a long way to doing that because we know that follow-up is the most important aspect of getting new sales. So in order to make sure that those leads never fall through the follow-up cracks, Task-O-Matics let you strategically pre-plan and then set and forget all of your follow-up paths and your follow-up activities for all kinds of leads, whether they're online or offline leads. They're really created to make sure that your sales team is successful and to automate and bulletproof your follow-up, your calls, your follow-up discovery, follow-up emails and letters, and eliminate any possible point of failure so that your follow-up happens, we like to say, until they buy, cry, or get a restraining order, whichever comes first. And now with the new predictive follow-up that we just released inside of Task-O-Matics, your follow-up literally has artificial intelligence to suggest the best follow-up actions to get your prospect to your next milestone. It's an unbelievable technological breakthrough that's going to change how you think about follow-up. I'll show you that. So I'm going to show you two dashboards. One thing that you'll see right off the bat is that Advantage Anywhere looks, feels, and responds more like a game than an old-fashioned CRM or drudgery. This, of course, is by design because people love games because they're fun, they're colorful, they're interactive, and they reward you for doing the right thing. So we've applied that same technology, that same psychology into Advantage Anywhere. Now, the Advantage Anywhere Today dashboard visually shows each person how they're doing. So we're logged on as someone whose name is Pat. We can start typing in the search bar to find anything we know about a contact. But we can also see, just like a game, you can click on any graph or any name or any number and go directly into the detail and drill down. So our statistics for Pat are right here, the number of leads we have, prospects, referrals, clients, so on and so forth. They're clickable. Our sales pipeline shows us who we have in the pipeline divided up by where they're at, arranging financing, evaluating options, whatever those are. Keep in mind those are clickable, so if we want to go to those three people, we can just click on that chart. This shows Pat, his or her activities this week, last week, and the prior week, again in real time. So if we want to go to those 4 people that Pat had made outbound calls to, we can just click on that. This graph shows us our marketing effectiveness over the last 30 days. So here are all the leads that we've gotten in the last 30 days and where they came from. 7 came from our pay-per-click campaign. We got some from professional referral sources, direct mail. You get the idea, and we can click on that part of the graph and go directly to those leads. This shows Pat how they're doing on their conversion activity. Number of calls, presentations, repeat presentations, conversion rate, all the way to my favorite, which is gestation period, which is how long does it take for a lead to become a customer or a client. This area shows Pat everything on his or her plate for the day. So all the things that they're supposed to accomplish, when they're completed, they get a check mark, so I feel good about doing them. Here's Pat's calendar, what's on the calendar for today, all the follow-up that needs to be done. Again, everything is clickable, so you can jump directly to do that follow-up or to jump to that contact's name. The sales dashboard that I'd like to show you shows you, again, in real time, all of the most important sales stats in a very fun and graphical way to display them. Our current opportunity shows us what we have in our opportunities open, under contract, closed, won, and even lost. How many current opportunities we have, again, keep in mind that's clickable. What the value is, we can drill down and break that up. Won closed rates in the last 30 days. Win rates, and again, broken up into how those divide up into, including the details. Our average deal size, our gestation period, our open opportunities by account executive, and then conversion activity for everyone within our team. Now keep in mind, everything you could ever want to know is available in detailed reports, but this gives us a quick graphical interface. And this information is not a week old or a day old or even an hour old. This is real-time clickable information, so you can kiss those spreadsheets goodbye. You don't have to spend any more time updating them. Now when you go to a contact, you can find them easily, just like Google, typing whatever you know about them. Now you can do it based on first name, last name, company name, phone number, email address, whatever you know. And you can quickly create a task or document a note or schedule an appointment. But the contact summary shows you at a quick glance everything you need to know about that contact, including these great icons that light up. When they have an open sales opportunity, the $ sign lights up. If they have referred us other customers or other prospects, the connector referral icon lights up. The sheet lights up when they have a partial or completed discovery guide where we've done discovery with them. And this little Z shows you the Zillow value of their current property. So you can see what their property is worth for sale or for rent. That might be helpful for you in some cases depending on what you're selling. You can also click on their address. So if you provide services at a location or a home, you can click on there and get quick driving directions through Google to get to that location. Or if it's a referral source that you're calling on, you can quickly get driving directions as well. Their email address is also clickable, so you can start by writing an email from scratch. Or if you'd like to start with a template, a library that's in your library of templates, you can start with some. You don't even have to think about what to say. Just start with something that's already existing. You can build it from there. You can see who they're assigned to, their category, any associated contacts. But this, folks, is the predictive follow-up. This is a money shot, if you will. This might be what you came to see because predictive follow-up will definitely separate you from your competition. No one is doing predictive follow-up. No one can even offer you this. Now, if you have ever purchased from Amazon in the past, you've probably seen how it suggests other purchases based on what you've bought in the past and based on what others who have purchased the same item have also bought. Well, our predictive follow-up and Advantage Anywhere applies that same predictive principle, but to your follow-up. So let's break it down. In every company, you have a goal. Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, that goal in this case is to get a sale. Now, that goal of getting a sale is broken up into milestones that are designed to get you to that goal. So in this example, we're going to say that that goal might be broken down into discovery and engagement, a presentation or proposal, an agreement, and a contract. Now, depending on the milestone that your prospect is on, Mr. Gates is on discovery and engagement because it's circled. Advantage Anywhere is going to suggest follow-up activities that have proven themselves successful in the past for you and for others in your company to reach that specific milestone. It will even rate them for you so you can see how they compare. So as you simply continue using the suggested follow-up, or you can interject a new follow-up if you'd like to, it's going to track that until you reach that milestone. And then Advantage Anywhere is going to reward you by taking you to the next level. In other words, in this case, the next milestone. So imagine, folks, it's kind of like having an evolving, intuitive follow-up program that's based on follow-up activities that have actually worked in the past to help you reach your milestone. Whether that milestone is engagement, presentation or proposal, an agreement, or even a contract. Now keep in mind these goals and these milestones are customized for your company, your organization. We don't force you to fit into our way of doing things. We wrap this system around how you do things, so it's perfect for you. Folks, honestly, nobody else is doing predictive follow-up. Your competition cannot compete with this, no matter how big they are or how much money they have to throw at it, because they don't have this business intelligence suggesting what's worked in the past. And, you know, as you continue to use predictive follow-up, it becomes even more intelligent. No more guesswork, because the more it becomes more powerful, the more you continue to use it, it keeps track and it suggests better and better options for you. Talk about outsmarting your competition. I say it's kind of like having a consultant that's coaching you every step of the way on what you should do for follow-up. This honestly is the future of sales and marketing and follow-up, and it's here today. You can have it today. Advantage Anywhere will also track information that's relevant for your prospects or your customers, whatever they are. It'll let you see who they were referred by, the last time they were touched, the last note, what it was, what the next scheduled step is, and any active task-o-matics are on. It'll show you any active tasks and task-o-matics. You can see notes and history on any marketing they responded to. You can see appointments that you've had with them in the past and who else was on them. You can track your sales opportunity down to the products and services that you're selling. It'll build your opportunity, your pricing, your projections, your pipeline, your probability, and even create your agreements for you so that you can email them or print them and give them to the prospect. It'll also track any emails or printed documents you've created for that contact. And if they open the email, it will show them as green so that you'll know that they've been viewed. Any groups that they're a member of, it's all in there for you. But Advantage Anywhere also includes all of your marketing, online or offline. So you have the ability to create and deploy marketing directly from the system, email marketing that pulls from your live contacts, templates, subjects. It complies with all the CAN spam acts. You don't have to export lists. You don't have to jump to another system. It's all in here for you. You can print campaigns directly to your printer. You can post to social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And the great thing about all of this outbound marketing is you can use and post sticky points. Now, sticky points are one of the super tools that we created for you to attract, capture, and engage your prospects. Very powerful technology. Imagine if all of your online marketing efforts actually became lead generators, not just brochures, so that you can attract and capture and engage your leads. That's exactly what sticky points do. Your sticky points will automatically enter your contacts from your Contact Us page, from your website articles, from your videos, from your YouTube channels, from your pay-per-clicks, from your social media, even in response to your outbound email campaigns, radio and TV commercials, any kind of RSVPs, the invites that you want to send. Let me show you some examples of how you might use sticky points. The power of sticky points is that they instantly capture those leads, put them in your system, assign them to someone of your choosing. It launches that prospect on a personalized follow-up task-o-matic, categorizes that incoming lead, records the activity, and credits the marketing source code that generated that lead so that you can track it from lead to prospect to customer all the way through the life cycle. And all of this happens the very second they click submit. This is proprietary technology that doesn't exist anywhere else. Really powerful stuff. And the reports in Advantage Anywhere are also very different maybe from what you've seen in the past because they're graphical, they're real-time, and they're clickable. So you can click down into the details of your sales, your activity, your marketing campaign effectiveness. Everything you want to know is available in Advantage Anywhere. There are dozens of reports for you to pick from. There's no place for information to hide. If we capture it, it's available for you to report on. As you can see, our goal has been and continues to be to give businesses an advantage, a human-centered super tool that delivers sales and marketing experience like nothing you've ever seen before and gives you every possible advantage to outsmart your competition, no matter how big they are or how much money they have to throw at you. So if you are interested in learning more about this amazing system, and if you're more interested in getting better results in 2015 than you got in 2014, if you want to be more organized, if you want to create your own sales processes and automate them and bulletproof them, and then get actionable real-time reporting so you can outsmart your competition, we definitely need to talk. Be sure to ask us about some of the New Year's specials that will make it well worth it for you to get started. You will be surprised at how affordable this system is. It includes everything you need, no more jumping around, but it's all for about less than the cost of what an old-fashioned CRM would cost you. And it's quite the super tool, as you can see. So thank you so much for joining me today and watching this tour of Advantage Anywhere with the new Predictive Follow-Up. You can reach out to us by phone or by email or through the website on your screen, and we'll be happy to help you learn more about what you're trying to accomplish and wrap this amazing system around your processes. Thanks so much. Have a great day.